Check, check, mic on. 1, 2, this is Steve Higginbotham, and I am the coffee coach. It's Thanksgiving Day. It is the 23rd of November, 2023. I had to think about that for a second, and I'm drinking beer already because it is my day off, and I've had a rather interesting and tough year, but it's been a great year. Worked with a lot of great people, serviced a lot of great clients. But I'm coming at you today, raw, uncut, like I'm always in. And this is, let's face it, this is where we get real. So I'm wearing my father's vest. It's a little puffier than I would like, but it is the North Face. And I have this new obsession with Mount Everest. And there's a few things that I can't say on camera because it's confidential at this time. We're working on some applications and things we can do to help make the trek and the traversing through from base camp to the different elevation peaks. So we'll just leave it at that. But I was talking to my wife the other day, and I'm watching a series right now about surviving Everest. And obviously, I think we all know it's the tallest mountain on this planet. Maybe not in the world, we're not there yet. I haven't explored the world, but there we go. And I got this bracelet the other day. This is supposed to have water from Mount Everest. This is supposed to have mud from the Black Sea. So the highest point, the lowest point, and together, combined, it's supposed to provide balance. I've enjoyed wearing it over the last couple of days. It's stretchy, it's cool, but the point of this video is to talk about Everest. Why would anybody want to climb Everest? Risk their life in such a cold environment for what? To get on top of the world, to look out and be like, I see ya? And I don't know how long that experience lasts. Maybe 30 seconds, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10. You get a picture, you put a flag. But from what I've learned, just in the short months this past year in 2023, doing my research and learning about Mount Everest, like, it's gnarly. It's insane. But why would anybody want to risk their life to hike? I mean, that's a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of money. For what? For a view. You know what? Let someone go up there, snap a picture, give it to me. It's not the same view because it's not earned. But it's literally, I see the same thing. But that's just where it's at. That's when we get raw. That's when we get real. It's not about the top of the mountain. It's about the journey to get to base camp, and then the journey from base camp to all the other camps. The North Face. There's also the South Side, and when you're going up there, from what I understand, is there's about 180 people that have died trying to climb that mountain, and some of them actually probably hit the peak and they died on the way down. That's sad because they couldn't share their experience. That's kind of what I'm doing with you right now, is sharing my experience. But my wife literally was like, why would anybody want to do that? And for me, I can't think of a better thing to do. Because how freaking great is that experience, the journey? And from what I understand, it's like 30 to 60 days that you have to be acclimated to the climate. I'll give you an example. I have a cabin in Arrow Bear. Not Arrowhead and not Big Bear, but Arrow Bear. Small little A-frame cabin my father's had. I think we've had it 42, 43 years. Love it. I've always enjoyed it. It's at 6,200 elevation. Mount Everest is at 27,000. This is literally 4 times the elevation of what I'm used to. Now, I did a triathlon, and I do have to apologize. On my earlier video, I said I've only not completed one triathlon. I take that back. I've actually not completed 2. One was in Big Bear. And I think the elevation around Big Bear Lake is about 6,800 feet, give or take. And I remember riding the bike down the hill on my triathlon. I think it was an international distance, so not too far. And then coming up, oh my God, I was just out of breath. The wind, not the wind, I'm sorry. The air was just thin for me. I wasn't acclimated. I hadn't trained up there ever before. And I came off of a trip coming back from Canada, so I wasn't really in the best physical shape because I hadn't really ridden in the last couple of weeks. My training was a little off. However, I just remember the breathing at 6,800 elevation. Yes, I was climbing. I was on a bicycle, a road bike, and I was going up a hill. I was probably, I'm guessing, 6,500 elevation to 68. It's only 300 feet, not a lot. And how difficult that was. Now imagine taking that and not only quadrupling that, but literally like 100 times worse. And putting myself in a cold environment. And putting myself climbing up a mountain physically. Carrying a backpack. I don't know. It's something I'm looking to explore. I don't know that I'll do it in the next couple of years. I'd love to do it before I was 60. I don't know if I'm in the shape. I don't know if I have the will to climb such a mountain. I definitely would love to have the experience. It would be, I think, one of the greatest wonders in the world to sit on top of Mount Everest with a couple of buddies, maybe even drinking a beer. I don't know which beer of choice. Maybe that's a sponsoring opportunity for any craft breweries out there, whether it be Chapman Craft, whether it be Stone, whether it be Topa Topa. One of my favorite is Revisions up in Sparks, Nevada. Who knows? Maybe a great opportunity to bring a can of beer up there, crack it open. If it survives the altitude, I don't know. 27,000 feet, that's a lot. That's high. That's where planes, commercial airliners fly. The oxygen is so thin up there. But anyways, getting back to the origination of the story, is my wife is like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Why would someone risk their life? Why would someone want to die to climb a mountain? I personally think pushing yourself to that edge and probably beyond is the greatest thing in living. You almost have to experience death to fully appreciate life. I'm Steve Higginbotham. I am the Coffee Coach. Thank you for watching.